No real offense to the fence builders of the world out there. I just was thinking about a more cost-effective way to build a fence. Believe it or not, what you would do is you would buy like corrugated wood. I don't know what they call it. Just basically wood sheets, 8 feet by 10 feet. They're lower cost, like they're like $10 or $12. And then what you do is you put this kind of wood. This is like $2 or $3 on the fence, and then you nail it more often or whatever. You could even technically, if you wanted to, they have these like long saws over at Home Depot. I think table saws or something, and you can have the 8 by 10 sheets cut, I think yourself or somebody else do it, and they stack it up, and then you just use more nails to reattach them as a fence. It's relatively low cost to build a fence, believe it or not. And then what would you do? This would be a garage, just a bunch of pieces of wood, the storage unit. I like how it looks with the mud and things, believe it or not. But if some people, they desire a different kind of look for fencing or whatever, this could also technically also be a. See, this how the driveway. I've dug out the driveway, pun intended. But if you wanted to be more efficient, you would put like 2 or 3 sheets of wood along here. You know, 2 to 3 stacks high, and then concrete slightly over the wood. And it would look like a concrete driveway. That's a way to increase the valuation, in some people's opinion. This would also be enclosed or open, just depending, with wood. It's like 2 or 3 8 by 10 sheets of wood on all sides. It's really cheap. Wood is really cheap. It doesn't really cost anything. I mean, it costs a little bit, but not that much. And if various forms of concrete, I'd say for about $4,000 or $5,000, maybe $6,000, that's a generous estimation. This entire thing would be about, it would be like, I don't know, 2,500, about 2,000 square foot house would be revamped. I mean, there's little things that need to be done on this property, whatever. And then a little bit of effort. Same thing with repairing the decks. I mean, look at this deck. It's wobbly as all. My mother can't even walk up the steps properly because it's a wobbly deck. And this garage, I mean, literally for, I don't know, $5,500. The entire thing, I would be concrete, wood, nails, obviously, and liquid nails. And the basement is basically, if this property is all, for the most part, cement bricks. And there's a way to basically use liquid nails with wood and attach it to the cornerings because it's an older house, and so some of the airflow goes through the little tiny spots that are whatever. And then, just basically things, but it would take a little bit of time, but that's basically all it is. It would be mostly wood buys. And again, some cement and liquid nails and actual nails. And maybe even a power saw or a manual saw, depending on the preparation. If there's a gazillion years of preparation before going to Home Depot to buy the wood, to cut it at the store, then that's great. But most of the time, there's always something that you forget when you're building something, most of the time. So it's just how it is. So anyways, until next time. Over.